Hello everyone and welcome to Auto back again. I hope you guys are doing well. So guys, today I have with me this bike which is the brand new QJ SRC500, and in this video I am going to review this bike for you guys. So let's quickly start off this video. Before starting the video, which next car, bike or scooter would you like to see on the channel? You can definitely let me know that. You can message me on Instagram. You can also write it down in the comment section and I'll make a video on the same. Now let's quickly start off with the walk around. Let's quickly start off with the front profile of the bike. So right at the front here, as you can see, here you have your circular halogen headlamp. Each and every light on this bike is a normal halogen bulb provided, and all those lights also do get this chrome surround. Now talking about the suspension setup, at the front here you have telescopic forks provided. You do get a 19-inch alloy wheel at the front, and the tire profile is 119/19. The bike also gets disc brake at both the ends, and the bike also gets dual channel ABS. I'll talk about the braking in the later part of the video. At the side here you have this reflector as well. Now let's talk about the design. So here as you can see, it obviously gets the retro looks, and the road presence is also really very nice. Each and every one on the road is going to check out the bike because it definitely looks kind of different. In fact, someone also asked me whether if it was a modified motorcycle. So yeah, the road presence is really very nice. Talking about the side profile, talking about the dimensions, the wheelbase is 1440 mm, the seat height is 800 mm, and the ground clearance is 155 mm. The weight of the bike is 205 kgs. I'll also hop on the bike and I'll also show you guys if it is comfortable for you or not. But first let me finish the side profile. So here as you can see, talking about the side profile indeed, so here you basically have a 15.5 liter teardrop shaped fuel tank. At the side you obviously have your QJ motor badge, and this bike is powered by a 480cc single cylinder oil cooled engine which produces 25.5 PS of power and HP of power and 35 Newton meters of torque. At the side here you basically have your battery placement. At the rear you basically have your telescopic coil spring oil dampers at both the ends. So here also you do get this, so these are the dual shock absorbers which you get at both the ends, and here you basically have your brushed aluminium exhaust tailpipe. At the rear you basically have a 240 mm disc. At the front you have a 300 mm disc, and the tire profile here as you can see is 130/80 R18. So at the back you basically have a 18-inch alloy wheel, and this is how the bike actually looks like. Now here as you can see, you basically have this seat, single piece seat, which is really very comfortable, and it is a pretty wide seat, so it provides you very good amount of comfort as well. You do get this grab rails at both the ends, so that kind of again eases out for the pillion rider. Let me quickly hop on the bike and let me show you guys if it is comfortable for you or not. So the seat height is 800 mm, and here as you can see, for your reference, my height is 5'6", and the road is kind of flat. So here as you can see, my heel is a little bit in the air, but more than half of my foot is on the ground, so that's kind of a good thing. Here as you can see, that this is the kind of situation that I have right here. If you are 5'5", if you are 5'6", I don't think so it might be a difficult task for you to maneuver this bike in the city as well as on the highways. The weight of the bike is definitely something which you need to worry about, especially when you are not on these kind of flat surfaces. If you are on a bad patch of road, moving this bike around might be a little bit of a task because the weight is 205 kgs. Now let me talk about the rear profile of the bike. So here as you can see, this is how the bike actually looks like. Talking about the tail light, here you have again your normal halogen tail light, normal halogen your indicators. At the side I already showed you the suspension setup, and this bike, the engine comes paired with a 5-speed gearbox. I'll talk about the gearbox as well. Now here as you can see, these are the kind of levers that you have right here, and the brake lever also gets adjustment. By the way, here you have your button for your high beam, low beam. Here you have a button for your pass light switch. This is for indicator, and this is for your horn. That is how it sounds like. Here you have your engine kill switch, hazard lamp button, and this is for your self start. Even the mirrors kind of get this circular treatment, and by the way, these mirrors you will have to adjust a little bit in order to see what's around. So that's that. And talking about the instrument cluster, here you have dual pod LCD instrument cluster, and it shows quite some details. So here as you can see, from this button here you basically have two buttons on offer. So here it shows you trip 1 and trip 2, and from this button you can basically check out the numbers in miles and kilometers. So these are the settings which you can basically do right here. Here you have your speedometer, tachometer, it shows you your time and gear position indicator as well. And this is the kind of key that you have. It also gets this physical, it kind of gets this physical key and a key fob. And yeah, that's much about it. So guys, I think I've covered most of the things about the bike. Now it's time to talk about the power and performance. So the engine is pretty refined, by the way. As soon as you build up speed, the thumping sound definitely, you know, sounds really very nice, I would say. Talking about the power and performance, the power is but the power delivery is leaner, but the bike is quite fast, I would say. It takes the bike, the 480cc engine takes the bike from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 6.63 seconds. So I have no complaints on the engine front. Now this engine comes paired with a 5-speed gearbox, which is a very smooth shifting unit, and the clutch is also on the lighter side. It is not a very heavy clutch, so I am pretty impressed with the engine, gearbox and the clutch. Now talking about my personal favorite aspect of the bike, which is the ride and handling balance. So the ride quality is on the softer side, which means that the bike provides you utmost amount of comfort over bad roads. The ride quality is really very nice, but with soft ride quality there is continuous movement which can be felt on the highways. Talking about the high speed stability, till 115 kilometers per hour the bike remains quite stable, but post that, as you build up speed, you start losing confidence, because you do not really, the stability completely goes for a toss. Moving on to the handling of the motorcycle, there is absolutely no handling from the bike. The handling definitely could have been better. The handlebar kind of weighs up, but there is no communication, there is no feel and feedback from the handlebar. So in terms of the handling, the bike definitely would have been better, and the high speed stability also could have been better. In some places I also felt that the grip levels were kind of low in some of the situations. Now moving on to the braking of the bike, so it gets dual channel ABS and disc brake at the front as well as at the back. However, the braking is not that great for sure. There is nosedive, there is a sound which comes from the front suspension when you apply the brakes hard and fast, and the brakes do not inspire confidence at all. So the braking also could have been better for sure. Even though it gets dual channel ABS, the braking is not up to the mark for sure. So that is about the braking of the bike. So guys, I think I've covered most of the things about the bike. Now moving on to the color options. So there are 3 color options that you get. This is the white red color option, there is a gold black, and there is a silver black as well. Now talking about the ex-showroom prices, so the white red and the black gold color option is priced at 2,79,000 rupees ex-showroom, whereas the silver black variant is priced at 2,69,000 rupees ex-showroom. So that is about the pricing. Now the company says that it basically offers 2 years or unlimited kilometers warranty with the bike, and you also do get your roadside assistance feature with the bike. So that's kind of a good thing to have. Now here, as you can see, the exhaust also gets a cover right here, but one of the screw basically fell off. It got loosened up and it fell off somewhere while riding, so I had to remove the other screw as well. So here you basically do get a tailpipe cover as well. So that is something which I had to tell you any which way. So guys, I think I've covered most of the things about the bike. Now it's time to talk about the conclusion, who should particularly buy this bike. The exhaust sound, I have not really fired up the bike for you to listen to the exhaust note. I'll do that right away. So guys, one issue with the bike is the fact that the battery gets drained if you keep the motorcycle with the ignition on for half an hour to 45 minutes. Right now the battery got drained and I had to basically push the motorcycle in order to start it. Now I will have to basically recharge the battery to solve the issue. So this is an issue which QG Motors definitely need to solve. I have ridden a lot of motorcycles, I have kept them on for more than an hour, and none of the motorcycle got their batteries discharged. So this is an issue which QG Motors definitely need to resolve. So guys, now you have got a listen of the exhaust sound, and I absolutely love the exhaust note of this motorcycle. It definitely sounds very beefy and very nice as well. There's a thump as well. Now guys, moving on to the conclusion, who should particularly buy the QJ SRC 500. I'm not pretty sure of the service centers and the sales network. However, if you are looking for a bike which has good performance, which has retro looks, which has good road presence, and which is extremely comfortable, then this is the bike to go with. The braking is not up to the mark for sure, the handling is not up to the mark for sure, and it could have got a few more features as well, like the turn by turn navigation. So guys, I hope I have covered most of the things about the bike. Still, if you have any questions, you can definitely ask it to me on Instagram as well as in the comment section down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer most of your doubts. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, drive safe, ride safe. Bye bye.